Hey, I recently went to the Swiss Urban Sketching Symposium and had such a lovely time. I've created a whole video highlighting my experience, what happened, ups, downs, perks and everything, and I'll leave that video linked for you in case you want to see it. But in this one, I'm going to be sharing some of the art supplies that they included in their goodie bag, just in case you're curious, as well as some of the supplies that I bought while I was there. If there's one thing that events like this have taught me over the past year, is the benefit of creating in a community and just how much fun it can be to create with others. So if you're watching this because you love art supplies, you love creating art, and maybe you want some new art friends to create with and even more content, then be sure to consider joining my art membership. I'll leave it linked down below in the description for you. And I genuinely look forward to painting together through Zoom sessions and getting to know each other better. And if you're a real MVP, tell me which of these goodie bag art supplies was your favorite. They had samples like Daniel Smith dot cards, a Roman Schmoll Mineral Violet, also this dot card which has 12 of the basic selection of Schminke watercolors. So it also says Hahnemühle on the back. Why? I think it also has paper inside by Hahnemühle, 100% cotton, 300 GSM. Some more samples. So this is Hahnemühle sugarcane paper, which is 70% sugarcane and 30% cotton rag. Expression is 100% cotton rag and 300 GSM. And then finally bamboo mixed media paper. This has really nice texture. I wish these were in a bag though, because this has been like scuffed and things. So I never know with samples that are free like this if using them is a true representation of how the paper is, if that makes sense. But yeah, I definitely want to try them out. It's always a nice way to try out different supplies. This is plain on the back, which is nice, and these two have extra information on the back, so if you want to paint, swatch or do something on them, maybe like a nice little square, I'll do it on the front. Oh, another half pan, and it is PO67. I don't know if everyone got the same things inside their goodie bags or if people got different things, but this one was in mine. Nice Da Vinci brush, Colineo X Point in a size 6. Then some more Hahnemühle paper. Only thing with this is I have no idea what paper this is. It just says paper makes a difference, experience the quality of genuine artist papers, but it doesn't actually tell me which of their many papers it is, but it's cute. And it feels like very smooth paper. I don't know if it's drawing paper or painting paper, that's the only thing, but it feels like very smooth, lightweight, maybe like I'd say under 200 GSM, but cute again for a little challenge or little drawings. And then some really cool extra samples. So Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen in a bullet nib. They have India ink, they're actually quite nice to use. I usually use the brush pen tips, but still. Then, what is this? Faber-Castell Gold Faber Pencil. Pantone pen in black. I'm happier about this than I should be, I feel, but it's just, they are hard and expensive to get, so it's nice to have one to try out, and black is just a helpful color for outlining for other art anyway. Then we have Caran d'Ache. What are these? Fibrilo brush pens. They're 2 ends, I think. No, 1 end. Fibrilo. So this one is blue and this one is like a nice tealy color. The nibs are different, so they both say brush. Oh no, sorry, this one is a brush one and this one is like a normal one with like a almost like felt tip pen end versus the brush pen end. You can get a variety of line widths depending on the pressure that you put down. The blue one is firmer, so consistent line, like unless you press really hard, but I wouldn't. But I'll let it dry and then I'm curious to see if it's water soluble. I might actually take this with me on a trip that I'm going on. And then we have a Lamy Safari. I mean, this is a pretty impressive gift for a goodie bag, if I do say so myself. It has the ink inside. I haven't activated it as of yet because I do have 2 Lamy Safaris on the go at the moment. It is a medium fine tip, and I really enjoy the Lammies. They have a consistent line width. We also have sketchbooks. Now I think the sketchbooks are amazing. There's the Leutram 1917, 251 pages, 80 GSM. This is like sketchbook paper as opposed to painting paper. And then there's also this by Art Creations, Royal Talons, in the square format. I have several of like the bigger formats in lots of different colors, and I've done like sketchbook tours in case you're interested. My overwhelming feeling with these is that they are great for messing around, for drawing, for dry media. I don't tend to like it very much for wet media, although it still works. Like this is gouache and that was lovely, and this is watercolor, but it's, you know, it's different. It's a very sketchbook. They are my messy, explore, have a good time kind of sketchbooks. I haven't used this format yet, but I have a project in mind that I'll share very soon that this will work very nicely for. And then there's another sketchbook as well, which is this one. Do you remember last video where I got the Stillman and Byrne samples and I was like, oh, I don't know which sketchbook I should get. Maybe I think, you know, Zeta or Beta. Anyway, included in this was a Zeta series sketchbook, which is, I believe, the super smooth one. Yeah, smooth service white. It has 270 GSM paper, 26 pages, and again, a nice and interesting size, maybe for like landscapes, like gouache landscapes. And that is pretty much everything that I got in the goodie bag. So it's a really, really good hefty one. And then on top of that, I did buy a few things as well because Romanshore was there. So I bought this palette, and yeah, reasoning is always the same. I love the colors. It's usually more affordable to buy the sets if there is enough colors that you like inside them over buying them individually. And also I really like thinking about color palettes that artists have put together and kind of seeing how that then translates to the artwork that they make. So this one is the, I want to say Pasqualino. You see, this is the Pasqualino palette. As you can see, it has a wide range of beautiful colors. The colors that I primarily wanted, that I counted out and I was like, okay, it's cheaper to buy the set, was Buff Titanium, Naples Yellow, Quinopthalone Yellow, Nickel Azo Yellow, Cherry Quin Red, Quin Pink, Mineral Violet, Shadow Violet, and then, where are you? Cobalt Sea Blue, Transparent Turquoise. I'm still figuring out Lavender. And then Aquarius Green and Caput Mortem. And then I was also curious about Goethite. So those and Cypress Bend Umber I use all the time. But in terms of the colors that I specifically wanted to buy, when I looked at this, I was like, a lot of them are here. Might as well just get this little bad boy. Now this doesn't come with the case itself. That's why it's cheaper. So I bought a case to put all the colors inside so that I can have that palette, and I can make that a separate video because this is about Geneva. The other thing that was quite nice is that they included a voucher, and with it I bought this Clairefontaine Aquapad that has 70 pages of 300 GSM cellulose paper. I must admit I don't like it for watercolor. It makes quite harsh edges, but for other medias, whether it be pencils, Tombows, or even gouache, I'm really enjoying it. It does rip with the paper, but I don't know, there's something about having sketchbooks where I'm not as precious with the paper that means that I just create lots. And so as I'm recording this, I think I'm halfway through this sketchbook already. But yeah, I created loads of pieces with gouache, like this one I really love, for example, and that's from Geneva at Night. And then I went to the Ritz and I created this with watercolor, and it was okay. Also I created this, which I loved. So it's not that like I hate watercolor on it, but you know, you just have to, I feel like I just have to work a little bit harder when I'm using watercolor. But for gouache, I'm really enjoying it, as long as I accept the fact that the paper may rip when I take off the tape. Now this of course is just a snippet of some of the highlights of going to urban sketching symposiums or watercolor festivals like this. But if you want to get the full picture and discover even more art events so that you don't miss the next one, be sure to check out this video that I'll leave for you at the end, or join my membership, which I will leave linked in the description for you. Thanks for watching. Goodbye and God bless.